Okay, guys, so how can you attract things or people to yourself knowingly? I'm going to share you something. The very first thing, Porsche 911, midnight blue, and it was a Targa. I wanted to have that car, and I didn't know how to get it. I didn't have any opportunities that I can make that much money to be able to buy that one. And I'm going to tell you this story, and I'm going to tell you other stories as well, so you will be able to learn something from it, and also you will be able to use it for yourself. It's very beneficial. And I'm still learning today, but this was the very first thing what I attracted to myself knowingly. That was a Porsche 911 in 2004. So at that time I learned that we can have our own dreams, and we can dream big. We can have anything we want. We just have to actually believe and feel it. Believe in it and feel it. And I learned that I have to make a card for myself that was like a goal card that I made a date like 3 months after when I made the card. I made that goal that I would like to attract, or I would like to have a Porsche 911 midnight blue Targa, brand new. I didn't know how I'm going to get it. I had no idea. So, but what I did, I wrote it down that I'm so happy and grateful that I have a Porsche 911 Targa, a midnight blue, by May 21st, 2004. I believe it was May 21st. And it was in January, February, March, April, May. Okay, so February, March, April, May. So it was in February, yeah. March, April, and May 21st. So every day I was reading it, and I read that I am so happy and grateful that by May 21st, I believe it was 21st, 2004, I have my dream car, a Porsche 911 Targa midnight blue. I kept reading it every day, and I kept visualizing it. I was visualizing it every day, and I put it on the wall. I put a bunch of Porsches on the wall, actually, a bunch of pictures, and I was watching them every day. I was watching one picture, looking at one picture, and then looking at another picture, and looking at another picture. And I didn't find the one that I wanted to buy. I didn't find a picture of that. So I was looking at pictures of silver, and it was turbo or whatever. So anyways, I had red, silver, black, but not midnight blue, and none of them were Targas. So neither of them was a Targa. And what I did is I tried to visualize it in my mind, that I have it and I'm driving it, where I'm driving it, okay? And I just learned that technique and smell the leather. And if you can, then test drive one. So I just started the business at that time, and I didn't make any money yet. And I went to Vancouver from Kelowna, BC, British Columbia, Canada. I went to Vancouver, I went to a Porsche dealership. And what happened is that I was able to drive a Cabrio, a convertible, okay? And it was a black one, and I drove it and I really liked it. And I told the guy, it was in March, it was in March. I told the guy that I'm going to come back in May and I'm going to buy a Targa. He says, okay, no problem. So that day I tried other cars as well. So I walked into different dealerships, and I felt that I am already wealthy. I had a feeling that I am wealthy and I can afford to buy any of them. So I was able to try a Maserati and and a couple of other cars as well, Aston Martin. But I really liked the Porsches. So I went home and I kept visualizing it, and things started to come to me, like one deal after another and another, and I started to have some options to close some business deals and maybe have some money. But I wasn't thinking much about the money. I was thinking about the Porsche. That's what I need to get. I wasn't that was the challenge, that I wasn't thinking about the money. I was thinking about the Porsche. And in April, I went back again to the dealership. I drove back. I was thinking, I really need to sit in it. I really need to feel it. I really need to get excited, very excited. And I want to do this. I want to buy one in May, one more month. So I was 1 month shy, but that month, actually, I made some money. And the guys asked my driver's license, so they can take they can make a photocopy of that. So they made a photocopy, and the guy said, "So, what's the plan?" I said, "I'm going to try one car, but I'm going to come back next month." What do you want to buy? I said, a brand new car, and it will be next month, so don't worry. So the car was already ready for me to try it out and take a test drive. Another car. It was a Porsche coupe. So, anyways, I told them that I don't have the money. And they said, well, how about if we check your credit, and let's see, we might be able to finance you. I said, no, I want to have my own money and I want to buy it that way. So I drove and I came back and they said, hey, we checked, everything is cool, we can finance you. You have to put down, the car was at that time coupe. That was, I didn't find anything else. Actually, I found the turbo, and I found the convertible and coupe C2. Yeah, and they said that I will have to. I will have to put down, I believe, 40,000, and they're gonna finance 80,000. So that car was about 120,000, 124,000. But the other cars were more expensive. The convertible was like 160 at that time. The turbo was like 189, and I didn't see Targa. I didn't. So, but I didn't want to get it. But they were saying, yeah, let's do this. Let's go to the showroom. So we went to the showroom and we went to the other building and we checked out the other cars, and yeah, wow, it was just like it would be so cool if I left today with one of the cars. And they said they can take in my Chevy Malibu at that time. I don't know how much they offered for that. Maybe 10,000? I can't remember. Anyways, I had altogether 45,000. I was able to manage. And they said to me, hey, yeah, you can actually drive this car. I really like the black coupe, but that wasn't my dream car. So they said, yeah, you can have it. Should we start the paperwork? We are going to start the paperwork. I said, no. Yeah, we are going to start the paper. I said, I'm coming back next month. No, we are going to start the paperwork. So they started the paperwork. I was walking in the showroom and I saw midnight blue coupe. I was thinking, maybe this is, maybe I can have this one, I don't know. But I asked the guy, can I sit in the car? And they said, yeah. And he said, yeah. So I sat in the car and I looked up and everything was like glass. The roof was glass. I said, which model is this? And he says, this is the new Targa. I believe it was in May. Maybe not May, but that's what I remember. That's the brand new Targa. I said, oh, really? I'd like to buy that. I'd like to buy this one. Well, you won't be able to get it because it's like 148,000, 152,000, something like that. It was more expensive than the coupe for 124,000. So I said, okay, just cancel everything because I am going to come back next month and I'm going to get this car because this is my dream car. I wanted to have a 911 Targa, but it looked like a coupe because it didn't have the removable top, and but it was like a glass roof that slid into the back. So I said, cancel everything because I'm going to come back next month. I'm going to get this one. I'm going to put down some money and you can keep it for me because I want to have it. And he says, oh, let me check with the boss. So he went to his boss, and then he said, no, you can have it for like 130,000, 132,000. So can you come up with an extra 10,000? I said, no, there is no way. I don't have it. So what happened is that the owner came down and he says, do you really like this car? Yeah, this is my dream car. This is what I want to buy. But I don't have the money, so I'm coming back next month. He says, okay, you can have it for 120,000. We're going to sell it to you as a used car. It was a used car. It had like 15 kilometers in it. So this is my first story, and I'm going to tell you more stories. But I wanted to let you know, not today. And I'm not always going to be like sitting and talking to you. I might be taking a stick with me, and I'm going to talk to you on the street or in the car or whatever. So right now, this first story, what I want you to know, that I felt it with all my being, that this is what I want, and I didn't feel that I wanted. I felt that I already had it. And because I wasn't looking at the picture of the actual Targa on the wall, I had to imagine this, and my imagination was very powerful, because I was imagining that I am driving it, I'm sitting in it, I'm smelling the leather, and I hear the noise, and I'm going like 250, 270, which I did after, but not right away. But yeah, it was so cool, and I remember this, and I did a lot of other things in a similar way. By the way, I didn't just imagine these things and repeated the words, and I was watching the words or reading the words, and it was laminated, a little piece of card. I laminated it, and I kept reading it. So I felt it. I already felt it, that I had it. I didn't learn that. I didn't know that, but I just knew about the law of attraction, that, but we didn't call it law of attraction at that time. I just knew that, yeah, it's possible. We just have to imagine and feel it. And what I learned, that put something out there and you imagine that you had it at that time and you are in that time. So I don't know how I can tell you better, but I will tell you more stories. More stories are going to come. And I'm sure that when I'm going to watch myself, I will learn from myself again. And I will be able to achieve other things because of that. But I wanted to share this with you, basically for myself, but if you have it and I was able to help you, and I'm going to be able to help you, I am happy for that. All right? I'm not saying to you like other people to subscribe, because it doesn't matter. I am not doing it for that. I am doing it because it makes a difference for me. All right? Okay? Well, if you watched it, go for it. And I don't know how often I'm going to upload videos, maybe twice a week. I don't know. We will see. My name is Frank. My name is Frank Martin, and I am happy that I was able to share this with you. Bye.